Folks here in Florida definitely used to this. Rain in the forecast as we join you from Everbank Stadium here in the city of Jacksonville. Coming up, a rematch of last year's AFC Divisional Round matchup, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the NFL's leading rusher in 2021, Jonathan Taylor. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards. This defense for the Chiefs, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Off play action. Nix. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. But defensively, you really can't script the start much better. You get a 3 and out and a sack.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. They kept him short of a 1st down on 1st and 2nd down. And then on 3rd down, they pick up a sack. What tremendous momentum for them to start
man,
this
get the
game.
Ball, man. No, he's no
one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Yo,
what's up?
Playing your game?
Yeah.
Cool beans. Easy peasy. Who won it?
Just started.
Huh?
Just started.
Oh, okay. Damn, you sound like you losing.
Just started.
Huh?
Just started, man.
Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here.
Yeah,
in
I got me a
Florida.
free point.
And he's brought down at
points.
the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Smith. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
A lot depended on the spot there, and he got it, but it wasn't by much, was it? I remember Coach Madden talking about, depending on which foot the official used, that would tell you whether you had the first down or not. You want that upfield foot to be the one that spots the ball, don't you?
And you and I have the luxury of a couple extra views here in the booth, and he did get it, but not by much. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. Throwing is Smith. Finds his rookie tight end, Dalton Kincaid. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. On 4th down, Smith. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were excellent a week ago in that victory over the Colts.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Smith going to move him around. That's out quickly to Hyatt. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Well, they clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's an...
Now Gino on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
On 2nd down, Mostert. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Play action. It's Smith. flush. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. He'll fire deep, looking for more. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. First and 10, Taylor now. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A quick first down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
That is incomplete. The Jaguars at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
He'll find his rookie tight end, Sam Laporta. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. So the false start will back them up 5. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
The false start backs them up 5, first and 15. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. To throw on 2nd down. Nix. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Smith. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. And he's going to be brought down right there at the 29-yard line. 23 yards on the play. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert to about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now Mostert off the read option. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Gano's kick is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And finally, he's out of bounds, but how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into the red zone.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
2nd and 10. And the tight end goes in motion left. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. On 4th down, Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the JaGz are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Taylor going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball.
And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the JaGz will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll fake it. Now Smith. He's going to look deep for more. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
On the ground with a tight end. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Geno now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's more. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing now is Geno. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Chiefs are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Kincaid was drafted as a tight end. Many thought he was the best in his class. But plays like that remind you his position should really just read pass catcher. He's someone who gets it done lined up off the tackle or out wide.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Again, Smith. And he's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Quick throw complete. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Oh, the option to give to Taylor here.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
On third down, they're going to go with the option.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They're going to try and throw. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Throwing on first down. Nix. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. So now they operate back from their side of the field here. 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Nix.
That is caught by Laporta.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nix escaping the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Off the option, here's Taylor.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
2nd and 1 from the 2. On the option to give to Taylor here.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
A handoff running left is Mostert.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. Pressure comes and down he goes.
They'll come up now on second down.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's third and long.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And they'll get this out quickly to Goodwin.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's 1st and goal. Here's Mostert.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Mostert is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Smith to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
The extra point try now from Dicker.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Here's first down. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on first down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 6 coming up. Smith's going to throw it.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Jacksonville, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 1-1, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Still feeling it.